Now I'm sailing the seas. This might easily be the most irrational decision of my life. Where did that dragonling come from?
Oh, Snapdragon Cookie? I assumed they would be instrumental in extracting draconic power. That's why I got in touch with Tartatan Cookie and procured this creature for our expedition.
You talk like they are another subject of your experiments. I admit this idea crossed my mind as well. After all, for the longest time, dragonkind was thought extinct. Besides, I'm sure this little one will be happy to meet one of their ancestors. Right, Snapdragon Cookie?
Almost none of our records contain mentions of dragonkind. Only legends and myths.
That dragonling just won't stop making those silly noises.
Your Majesty, you promised to tell us more about dragons. Now is the perfect time. How and why did they lose their powers?
That is a forgotten secret. Only a handful of cookies in our entire world know this tale. Long, long ago, dragons breathed the life energy of Earthbread. Drifting in the skies, it was the source of their power. But as our world grew and flourished, countless lives took their share of life energy. A generous spring, yet finite. Soon there was almost none left for dragonkind.
Thus, it was a classic example of a limited supply unable to meet a growing demand. Indeed, I've never heard of this before, although it's fairly logical.
My turn to ask questions. Now that the world is a giant mess, where are the real guardians of nature? Surely they can solve all our problems in a matter of seconds.
They already aided us greatly during the Dark Enchantress Cookie War. They fought alongside us. They lent us the strength of nature itself to help us win.
So they did interfere in cookie matters before without much trouble.
A little help every now and then didn't disturb the balance. But during the war, the drastic situation required drastic measures. Our enemy threatened to end the world as we know it. What we needed was a miracle. The balance was deemed the necessary sacrifice. The others and I kept thinking about it after the war was over. Perhaps the Guardians paid the price for aiding us. After Dark Enchantress Cookie was no more, they entered a deep slumber.
So they knew about this condition and still chose to interfere? And now they're slumbering?
I believe so. After all, the world was on the precipice of collapse. The price was high, but Cookiekind needed their help. We learned only after the war that one by one, the elementals lost their powers. None of us could do anything about it.
What? So we're on our own now?
For the time being, yes. But I'm sure they will awaken once more. The force of nature will keep on flowing. The broken balance will be restored. Perhaps then, the Guardians will return.
One more thing before we turn to other matters. Those cookies who emerged from the rift, aren't they also guardians of nature? The mere fact they appeared in this timeline must be in violation of said balance. While I can't tell what Shadow Milk Cookie is planning behind the scenes, those villains employing their strength without restraint are bound to pay the same price.
I won't lie, that's been bothering me as well. What is the other timeline like? How are those cookies different? All those questions to which I yet have no answers. One thing is for certain. No one knows when our elementals will awaken. Indeed. Until then, we're on our own.
Looks like our role here is much more important than I anticipated.
While we cannot create new energy, we might be able to find a way to maximize the efficiency of its usage.
Ho-ho! From impossibilities to possibilities! Now we're talking like true engineers!
Concern doesn't equal resignation. Well, we should learn more once we reach our destination.
What? Thunder? There's not a single cloud in the sky.
Ahead! It's abnormal for the air to behave this way. This phenomenon is not a mere change in the weather. Could it be?
Ho-ho! Are we gonna tremble in fear? These treacherous waters are as fickle as... Don't you worry! Trust in my brilliance and my waffle butts!
Don't worry, Snapdragon Cookie. We're here to protect you. Besides, we should be arriving pretty soon. We'll do anything to bring you back, Pitaya Dragon. I'll gladly pay any price to help, my dear friend. You have my word.